Hi guys, so this is the last time this week that we're going to talk about comparing and contrasting two topics. I hope you went over the book and enjoyed the vocabulary video about comparing and contrasting. Now, I want to call your attention to the two texts first. Whoops, forgot to do that. I am wasting our time. Okay, so I want to draw your attention to the two texts. When you click, once again, there's a PDF viewer, and you can view the famous women text. And then when you go over to the next one, you can view the Elizabeth Leads the Way text. Okay. So this calls for us to, look at comparing and contrasting the two texts. We know that using a graphical organizer can help us with this. The question asks, what is the topic of both texts? So let's start by getting our thoughts together. Okay, we're going to start by just, comparing the two texts. I'm contrasting the two texts. Let's see what each text has to offer. So first, we want to think about who does each text talk about? Well, over here we know that it talks about Elizabeth Stanton. So we're gonna put Katie Stanton. There we go. And over here, it talks about Susan B. Anthony. Now, what does each text tell you about? Well, in this one, it talks about what? It talks about Elizabeth Leads the Way, talks about Elizabeth's early life and how she got the idea to help women vote. So we're gonna write here. Elizabeth early life and how she got the idea to get women to vote. Okay. So over here, what did it talk about in Famous Women with Susan B. Anthony? It tells about Susan B. Anthony as an adult and how she fought for women's rights to vote. Let's not put that there. Susan adult life and how Sorry guys, I pre-wrote this already. She got fault for the right for women to vote. So, just by contrasting, talking about the two different things in the stories. In Elizabeth Leads the Way, it talked about Elizabeth Cantey Stanton. And in Famous Women, it talked about Susan B. Anthony. In Elizabeth Leads the Way, it talked about Elizabeth's early life and how she got the idea to get women to vote. And in the other story, it talked about Susan's adult life and how she fought for the right for women to vote. Okay, so now that we got our thoughts together, let's revisit our Nearpod. So, what is the topic of both texts? So let's think about this. I want you to think about, now we didn't write anything in both, but I want you to think about the theme. What is something that you keep hearing in both texts? I'll give you a moment to think about that. Did you get it yet? Well, if you hadn't, notice that both texts are both talking about working towards women getting the right to vote. So that's what should go in that first line. The next question asks, what is the main way the texts are different? Now, we put in the two circles two different things, and it's something that stands out the most. I want to give you a second to think about it. Have you got it yet? If you haven't, the way they are different is it talks about two different women, right? One text talks about Susan B. Anthony, and the other one talks about Elizabeth Cady Stanton. So now at the bottom, it says, what did you learn about the topic by comparing those two texts? So when we were comparing and contrasting, what did it help you see? I want you to fill in that answer on your own. And once you complete, just go ahead and hit submit. I know you guys can do this. You've got it.